Good morning, good morning. I think we should be live. I think we are live now. I think we're live. I think we're good. Let's see what we get now. Alright guys, let's see what we get here today. Just marking up the chart just from the beginning, the opening range and whatnot. We're dipping down into the opening range. I wouldn't be surprised if we get back down below this level within here. 50% of the opening range, which is basically this here. It's this gap that we have here in the regular trading hours. So if we get down 50% into there, that would be nice to see it reverse and possibly go back higher. But I need to continue to mark up my charts here. Mark up just a little bit here on ES. Get everything off the screen real quick. Wouldn't surprise me to get back up into here. Let's see this opening range as well. We're back into this opening range here, as you can tell. Back into this one, and then we also have this one here. So we're playing in between both those opening ranges. Yeah, we're going to be trading this account today, the Top Step account. Looking to take one trade on this Top Step account today. And just looking to see if we can place 2 contracts on something, and then just look for a... I want to try to go for 30 points today. So that would be... that'd be $1,000 profit on there if we go 30 points, 2 contracts, I believe. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. So right now, the market just opened. We have news coming out. We have news coming out at 10. So I bring this over here. Got both of these events. So Chair Powell testifies, so he'll be speaking, and then we also have Jolt's numbers. So we'll give it a little bit after the news before we see something. So that's really what I want to pay attention to, is what we get after the news comes out. So we got another good 20 minutes, 23 minutes before the news comes out, and then probably another 10 to 15 to 30 minutes after that before we can look for a setup. Really just depends on the chart at the time. Daily time frame on these 3. Notice how we traded lower on YM, higher on NQ and ES. Go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see the higher low here. Then we made a lower low here. Same over here. Now we got this 4-hour gap we're playing in. So in the next 20 minutes, we want to see if we can get up above this 4-hour fair value gap. And then that could bring us up to this high here, 18,183. But if we reject this fair value gap, maybe we look for a reversal back down below, let's say, the midnight open, which is down here, with all these relative equal lows that are here. So you can see this. There's a fair value gap down here. There's relative equal lows all down within here, and all down within here. There's a lot of liquidity. So I want to pay attention to price to see what we get if we get back down below that area, down into there. So it depends. So I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame now. I'm just going to move this over. It's a little bit cleaner. And I'm also going to put this 4-hour gap here so I can pay attention, because we want to see it close up above this if we're going to go long. See overall market profile. We took the high, came back down, we took out internal lows. We made relative equal lows here, but that's okay. We're leaving here with speed and displacement, and if we get bullish closures, we can get internal liquidity taken and then a continuation. So that's really the market profile here. You can tell what just happened there? Oh, I'm on the drawing tool. What the hell? Had to be here. So this low here from the daily candle is considered a rejection block. We came back down and tapped that rejection block, which led price to trade away. So if you're looking at all three of these and you're watching when that happened, let's say you were trading, this was the PM session yesterday. I didn't even trade the PM session. But yeah, that was like market on close. Wow, that's cool. So I haven't looked at the charts. I didn't look at this last night. Yeah, but you can really see this. Put these all up from last night or yesterday afternoon. Notice how we made a higher low here, lower low here. We shifted up above this structure, and then we started retesting within this range. Okay, that's actually a pretty clean price action. Yeah, looking at this now, it's like, damn, like, dude, I wish I traded PM. That was good. Yeah, let's look at the 5-minute. 5-minute came down, order block, bullish SMT. You're looking at this 2-minute time frame. Come up above this inversion, retested it. Even if you missed that, you have this 1-minute inversion here. Made the low there. Made a lower low here at 341. We made a higher low here at 341. So if you look at that. So then, it's basically just playing off this breaker here. And then we're going long from there. We inverse this 1-minute candle right here. So that's another opportunity for a long. So honestly, anywhere from here, you wouldn't want to see this low broken to go long up to this range. And you can measure your targets based on relative equal highs. Then you can also measure like the stop run with a fib. So you're measuring this last leg down from the low to the high. You're giving -2.5 and a -4 all the way up to there. So first TP, next one. But I like TPs at like 20 points. So, but like you could do here, 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 and then up to here. You can tell that really just ripped up to there on the market close. So like that's a really nice trade from yesterday. Boom! Wow, that really just ripped that. Like 100 points right at the end of the day. But like that was a pretty clean setup in my opinion there. They hit the rejection block, came back up above it. We hit higher time frame liquidity over here. We hit this short-term low on ES. So yeah. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Alright. Let's get back over to what's happening today. I basically strayed away from what's happening right now because you got the news in a little bit. I'm just waiting on that news. We look at order flow. Traded up. London opened here. pulled back, traded up higher. We had internal liquidity, tapped internal liquidity. Then we ended up shifting higher again. And now we're really just chopping around within this fair value gap that's up here above this buy side liquidity. We have yesterday's opening range here. So this would be yesterday's opening range high right there. So make that buy side. So that would be right here. But what do we see if news comes out and drops down below here, even down below here, and then we get some shift up later? That would be nice, buying within here. But we'll see. We'll see. Or do we just get a nice accumulation, a hit here, another hit here, and then a shift, and then we just take out this internal liquidity and just stop here or trade down to here? So it really depends on what market wants to tell us. So it's like, where's the liquidity at? We got liquidity here, here, we got liquidity here, and here. So it's like, where do we want to go to first? And what's the highest probability? That's really what we're looking at here. And as you can tell, there's not really much to do right now. Yeah, you can go on these lower time frames and try to scalp this shit, but like, is it even worth the account? No, not really. Crypto moving, dude. Crypto on fire, man. Putting some alerts on this crypto because I see I'm not going to trade crypto live here with you guys, but I'm going to tell you like what I'm seeing, because I never made a review from yesterday's sell-off because I'm still waiting on the news here on the indices. So I'm not even going to focus on these indices until like another 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. So I'm not trying to trade before this news comes out. I mean, you're just straight up gambling at that point. But if we go over crypto, like everybody and their mom's like excited for all-time highs, which we did hit. We hit all-time highs. Okay. So all-time highs were hit here. All right, we came up, poked the high, and then what do you know? Like we were talking about this live yesterday when the news came out. We were watching this live go and hit this high up here. So when I hit the high, look at that massive pullback we had. We had this massive pullback down into here. So you might ask, like, why is that happening once you hit the high? I mean, you gotta think about it. When you hit the high, what's up there? There's stop losses from everybody short. Okay. There's a lot of notifications going on people's phones. Oh, Bitcoin hit all-time high. So a lot of people are putting money into Bitcoin at that time. They're buying it because they see the notification, it's high. And there's also people that have buy stops up there that just have orders resting there. So those got hit. So what does smart money tend to do? Sell it off. Where is everybody's stop loss? It's down below here. It's down below here. And this thing is just a complete animal. It's very volatile. Yes, I did expect a pullback. I didn't expect it to be that crazy yesterday, but also you can't take anything to heart when it moves like that. So a lot of things in crypto are like unpredictable. But right now it's just really fundamentally driven. So now you might be asking, like, what's the next thing to do with crypto? It's pay attention to what happens over the next few weeks. We just hit an all-time high. Historically, before the halving, we never hit an all-time high this early. So this is all new territory. So all we can do is really just basically sit on the sidelines and make your best guess, you know? I'm not selling anything until Bitcoin hits over 80K. And even then, I'm probably not even going to sell much. Okay, I personally want to wait for a consolidation And if it doesn't consolidate and it just rips, cool. Like, I got my bag set, I'm good. But if we consolidate and sell off more, like, I'm looking to buy more. And especially on Ethereum here. I mean, Ethereum was down to like 3,200 yesterday, just about. I was like, you know what? I almost bought another full Ethereum, but I didn't buy another full one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for this just to consolidate some more, and then if we get a pullback down into 28 before the halving, which is still possible. I mean, we're hitting this high here, up above this high. I mean, consolidation is still possible, but you gotta be real here. This is just a crazy time. Crypto just likes to run. We're not really getting these massive pullbacks that we all expected down below this low again. It's just really just ripping, completely ripping up on through. So I basically come to a conclusion that with my bags that I'm not buying any unless we get another big pullback. If we get another 30% pullback and we get like a 2,800 Ethereum, I'm just going to buy another Ethereum at 2,800. But if we get a nice consolidation, retest, consolidation here with SMT divergence with a nice fair value gap or an inversion fair value gap, as we like to trade with the indices, I will trade that and I will buy another full one. Because my plan is to buy another full ETH, ride it up to 8 grand, because I'll have 2 at that point. ETH and Bitcoin are only like half my holdings, like not even. I got like altcoins and all these other ones like DOT, Doge, and my other crypto list over here. But the thing is, the plan is to ride it up to like 8 to 9 to 10K, sell that one, and move it over to NFTs. There's Mutant Apes right now that are selling for like 11 grand right now at the floor, but at this time up here they're probably going to be selling for like 15 to 20 grand, and that's when I'm going to move money over from ETH into there, and I want to ride the NFTs up to probably like, I want to say 80 to 100 grand if I can even get one at that price below 20K, a 20,000 Mutant Ape. So that's really like my plan with crypto right now. You can't really predict if we're going to consolidate or if we're going to sell off. I mean, the technicals, you can do as much as you want with the technicals, which does make sense. We came down in a daily fair value gap right here. This was pretty clean. Okay, and if we go side by side with Ethereum, I haven't done this yet, but yeah, we traded down. Same thing on Ethereum down below here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see what we got here. See if there's any bullish SMT divergence. We're not really getting bullish SMT with Ethereum, but just ended up ripping up. And now we got to pay attention to this. We got a higher high here. We got a lower high here. We just hit all-time high liquidity. So what does this want? What's this want to do now? Okay, that's a real question. We inverse this 4 hour, but we already hit the high here on Bitcoin and a lower high here. So now we want to see if this wants to act as a breaker on Ethereum and go higher, or if this wants to consolidate, come down below this 4 hour fair value gap, and then come back down below into here, and then give us this sell-off consolidation before the halving that's happening in a month and a half. So that's really like what I'm paying attention to. It's actually less than a month and a half. It's like 47 days or something like that we're getting the halving. But yeah. So I mean, this is personally anything from now, if we're up here, if we're down here, I can't take it to heart. You know, I could still see a $50,000, a $45,000 Bitcoin. I think that's still possible. I don't think it's likely to see a 45 or a 44 or a 40,000 Bitcoin. That's pretty deep if we're gonna go into the cycle. But I also didn't think we were gonna be up to here by now. I thought we'd be around 34K for a Bitcoin right now, but we're not. Yeah. So basically, historically, if you go back and look at the previous bull runs, we really don't start ripping. Usually there's a sell-off, and then the halving happening, which is right here at this time. This is where the halving's going to happen. And then we either see more consolidation or a pullback or a rise up, consolidation. And then around like this time, which would project to October of this year, 2024 October, is really when we start ripping and we get up above all-time high. We're doing the all-time high based on statistics like 200 days early. Okay, you really got to think about that. Like this is historic, you know, like this has never happened in history of Bitcoin. So we got to keep that in mind. We don't know if we're going to go higher now. We don't know if we're going to consolidate and pull back down before the halving, or if the halving happens and then we pull back down, we already made the all-time high, or if we're just going to completely moon up and have a complete super cycle. It's all up in the air. Like no one really knows what's going to happen. I don't really want to talk about how much money I have in there, but I mean, if I lose it, then it sucks, you know, like I could have, I don't know. I could have bought a full car straight out flat, basically is what I want to say. If I lose all this money, if it all goes down, then it would suck, but at the same time, got to focus on what you have. But that's just my projections. It's all one big gamble, but statistically, I'm looking for a big moon bag, which usually happens every bull run. So yeah. And this day trading is cool and all. Yeah, you can make some money here and there, but we'll just keep watching. I mean, you can't get messed up when you have a loss in your day trading, you know. This is just like it could be some good income. I mean, I'm not to the point where I'm making like 5-10 grand a month yet. I'm making a few hundred here and there. Looking to pass these other accounts and whatnot here. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Crypto is my baby though. Crypto made me bags last time. Crypto is gonna do it again. And if it doesn't do it again, it's not financial advice, but if it doesn't do it again, I lose all my money, then so do a lot of other people I follow and other people I influence, and I mean, I'd rather lose everything than not take the risk and have it rip up. If that makes any sense. I'd rather lose everything. So if I make 100 grand this bull run, cool. But if I lose what I have in there now, then so be it. Whatever. 'Cause I made like 20,000 last bull run in the last crypto bull run, and that's like after pulling out. Like I was up a lot more, but I pulled out like 20K profit. So basically double my money from what I put in, and it was well over triple my money. And then I just, like everybody else, didn't sell, and it was like my first bull run. But I was learning day trading and all the technicals, which gave me the signal to sell it when I did, which was when Bitcoin was here. I was posting it on Twitter too. When Bitcoin was here at 47K, I remember we traded down, made a higher high here on Ethereum and a lower high here on Bitcoin. I said, we're going down to 20K, which we did. And I said I was going to buy a full Bitcoin at 20K, and I didn't. It was like the bank collapses and all this, like the Sam Bankman-Fried bullshit. And then, yeah, it's just like it all just happened. And then ended up shifting here. I was looking to buy this. I was buying this. I was swing trading this here. Swing trading this here. But then I was like expecting another sell-off back down to like 12K, and I was going to buy a full one, but I didn't. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. No big deal to me. No big deal to me. I made sure I had a full ETH. But yeah. Yeah, my bags are packed on the other altcoins though, because altcoin, we got news in 3 minutes. We'll go back to the day trading, I promise. That's why I'm doing this live stream, but we'll go over to, let's see this. This is very important for anybody watching. This is the market cap for altcoins. Okay, look at last bull run. I believe Bitcoin was hitting an all-time high around here, which it is now. This is kind of like where Bitcoin just hit all-time high yesterday, and this is where we are. This is where this was over here. Okay, so let's see when Bitcoin hit all-time high over here. January. Oh wait, no, yeah. Started ripping December into January. So December. So November to January. That's what we're gonna look at. From November, from here to January. So this area. Does this area? You gotta ask yourself this question. Does this area look very similar to like this area here? Like if I had a screenshot of this, just this, and then we got just this. Like, what is about to happen? Like, statistically, what happened here? Okay. This is a lot of greed. A lot of fear and greed here. Fearful, greedy. Down here. Fearful, greedy. Fearful, greedy. Fearful, 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 fearful. Greedy? We didn't get the greedy yet. We're just starting. So, that's really like what I'm looking at here. And that's why my bags are packed. If we come down and we just consolidate, I'll lose a lot. Like, I'll probably lose 90% of my bag, if not more. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a risk I'm taking, but not financial advice, but I personally think no one ever got rich saving money. That's just how I live my life. So, saved my money through this. Saved it. Had a high interest savings account for Bitcoin. Well, all my bags are in high interest savings account between Wealthfront and either Robinhood Gold. So I had like 10K sitting in Robinhood Gold for over a year just from crypto last run. I was like, okay, this is gonna be nice. Okay, we have news that's coming out in 30 seconds. So everybody, let's watch this chart here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill my coffee. Got news coming out in 20 seconds, but I'll be right back. All right, there we go. I got the news. We're talking about that sell that we're going to possibly see down below these lows that we got. Okay. You might feel some type of way for missing out on this move, and if you do, you got to figure out why. You got to dig deep down into your mental game. Here's your mental game. Each trade you take is a mental capital point. Is this next trade worth that point? Am I in tunnel vision? Am I accepting the risk? Am I open to any outcome? So the mental capital is important, and then you have to focus on your systems and your processes here. When you go to take a trade, you got to really think about, if this trade wins, I don't care if you're in it or not. Your trade will be easy to spot when it presents itself. So if you have any fear for not being in this sell, then it's like, why? Like, was this easy for your plan? Was it with your plan, or was it not with your plan? So it's easy if it's an A+ setup for you because of your experience. If you don't have experience, then you got to have chart time and some discipline to really record all of your basically trades in a notebook. So here's my notebook here. Looking for more setups today. I'm gonna add it to this notebook here. So I want to go to the bigger picture. We just had the news come out. Came down into this fair value gap here in the 1 hour on NQ. We're staying up higher here. We did not close our 4 hour above that 4 hour fair value gap that we were talking about here. We didn't here either. We did on ES. We stayed up above it here on ES. We also took out this high. ES also came up above this opening range high up into here, hit this liquidity from yesterday, and now we're pulling back into the range. So we want to see what happens here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what that news even said. Schultz job openings. There's more job openings than they expected. 8.86 million came out. That's how many jobs came out, but there was expected to be 8.8. So I'll bring that over. 8.8 expected. 8.86 came out. And then we should have what's his face speaking, testifying. I don't know if he's even testifying yet. What if we're gonna get a continuation back down to these relative lows down here? I'm paying attention to this. Yesterday I was so focused on, if any of you were on the live stream yesterday, I was so focused on catching the reversal yesterday. And that just like wasn't cool. So end of the day with a little bit of drawdown, nothing crazy. Oh, we can make it back today. There we go, we're selling off big time. This is nice. Sometimes when big moves like this happen and there's no confirmation or setup in it, that means like we might reach somewhere and then we could possibly get a reversal. That's just from like my experience, from what I've noticed. We'll see what we get here. This was traded down below. Didn't really give any setup, not even on a 30-second setup. Because here was the news right here. Consolidated. So ripping down. There's nothing here. Like if you think there's something there, I don't know, man. I don't know. 9 out of 10 times, sideline's the best bet. I would like to see something like this. Let me see if I probably got an example in my notebook here. I'll pull over a chart for you in a minute. Yeah, you see something like this? I got this in my notes. Something like this. Even this is a valid trade down here. This is a valid trade here. Shifted down. Came up. Manipulated one more time. Inverted this. And then we went long. This is very similar to like what I want to see. Look how we didn't really have a setup here. Traded down, didn't have a setup. Consolidated, pulled back. Not really a setup. And then we got something later. I mean, that's possible to have that. We could also pull back here and get consolidation, shift here, and then back down. That'd be nice too. Because we rejected that 4 hour for value gap. We hit this high. Putting these side by sides to see what we have here. Not really too much SMT like there is, but still like not that clear to me personally. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. So we just hit this low here that we're looking at. We're now below the midnight open now. We probably have a 30-second... No, we don't have a 30-second inversion at all. Get this 15-second inversion here. We close. Now we're ripping up, which makes sense. I wouldn't have wanted to take that. I know we have like the bullish SMT based on this inversion. This just happened way too fast. Get this fair value gap. Notice how we close up above it here. This could be one of your trade models. This is not mine. We hit liquidity. We're down below the midnight. We're ripping here. We got no wick here. We're probably going to reach here. So it's 30 points from where it is, about 3 to 1. Well, like I said, I don't trade 15-second like that. So we hit down this low. We stayed up above it here. Not too bad. We filled in that opening range too, I believe. Yeah, we filled in that entire opening range here too. So that's bullish. There we go. We came up to that high we were just talking about. Coming down into this 30-second for value gap. Tapping this 30-second for value gap. It's likely to reach off of this for value gap here. We'll see if this wants to continue long from this. We hit the low. We shouldn't come down below that low now. Leverage is really high here. I wonder what DXY is doing. Oh, we got liquidity down here big time. I'm a fan of this 2-minute inversion. But that's going to be a lot of risk if we take that. Higher time frame. Higher time frame. Let's go to this higher time frame picture here. Came down. We took the low. We could possibly reject back into this range here. Not opposed to that. Yep, there we go. Right off that 30-second for value gap we were looking at here. This wasn't a huge fan of it, but it was valid. We're probably still gonna rip up. We got this high here, but we'll see. I'm not gonna be in it. I'd rather wait to see if we can get back up above this 2-minute for value gap. Wouldn't even be bad to see another swing low or some sort down there. Yeah, 4-hour tapping this for value gap here. 4-hour down below here. Yeah, we're just playing this range, you know? There we go. We're back up above this. Got this order block. Tapping the order block now. Boom. Beautiful. Like that literally could have been a 20-point trade just from that 30-second for value gap that we were talking about earlier. Risk 400, you make 400 right there. That's part of your plan. Happening too fast for me. I realize my best trades like don't happen like out of impulse like that. We inverse this 2-minute over here. Get this 3-minute for value gap playing off of now. See, we're right back down into that range. We're hitting the midnight open again. Coming back down into this swing low here. We hit this swing high. So if we pay attention, hit this swing low. Came back into this 5-minute for value gap. Rejected this 5-minute for value gap. This is why I'm staying on the sidelines right now. Nothing's A+ to me yet. And like, yes, like, I'm human. I had a little bit of FOMO not getting in here. But I know that if I wait and preserve my mental capital, I'll be able to take advantage of a better opportunity that presents itself. So I'm not really in a rush to try to like force anything to happen. We got a 30-second for value gap there. We could inverse that. And like, who's to say we don't like hit this high here and come back down? You know, it's possible. We got another 50 seconds on this 2-minute candle. Let's see if it gets back up above this inverse here. I would want to take that as a 2-minute inverse because we got this order block. If we break up above it, that'd turn to an order block. But like this 20-point risk is very, very strong here. We're not really getting SMT anymore. Yeah, I mean, we could long this, but still. Not really a big fan of it. The RR I just feel like isn't there. If we retest it, I'll take one contract. So it has to do it fast. I mean, it's already starting to move without me. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more information. So we're already high up in this range here. So then, yeah, this is probably just gonna go without me. If it instantly came back down and retested that, like right when it opened on the 2-minute, I was gonna take one. Like it would have came here and then bounced off. So like this, we open here, retest that 2-minute, and then go long from there. But now I'm not really a huge fan. I think we can pull back, maybe even inverse this and go lower once more, but I really just want to wait and see at this point. What if I could put a thing up? There we go. Oh yeah. Looks like I might just rip now. Another 2-minute bullish close. 3 minutes looking sexy too. Fuck, man. Might have missed the boat on that one. I would love to see a nice consolidation now and then a continuation, but we'll see. It might just rip right up without me. So now we're making a lower low here, higher low there. See that? That 30-second came down below. This one didn't. Okay, now it just did. So we'll see, you know? We'll see what happens. 5-minute time frame. We're in this 5-minute for value gap. We haven't inversed that yet. Like I said, yet. I don't know if it's going to. If it does, I mean, that's bullish. We have a 9-minute for value gap up there. I do like how the beginning of the 4-hour candle did trade down here. So if we're going to go bullish, it could just go from there. ES looks the best out of all of them. A 2-minute now reacting off of that for value gap, but this one isn't here. We're hitting this order block. See what I mean? We're in this 2-minute for value gap here, but we're not over here yet. So now we're about to be on this breaker here. I just need to wait for more information. I want to take the buy, but still, nothing's really convincing me yet. Nothing's A+, so. Sidelines it is for me. Yeah, we didn't even come down to this 2-minute order block here. That's making me think we need some more information. Yeah, I just created the first poll ever. This YouTube shit's cool. Bullish or bearish? Which one are we? Any questions, drop them in the chat. Yeah, I'm looking at that 2-minute for value gap now. We hit that 2-minute for value gap. We broke above it. Now we got this order block here on ES. We're tapping this order block. Already bullish. The 5-minute close up above an inversion. Let's see. Not yet. Not yet. We did not inverse that 5-minute yet. We're pulling back down below this 5-minute candle. We're hitting this order block on YM. We're staying up here. I don't really care too much about this bearish SMT we see at these highs here because I am bullish. So I would not want to see price come back down below this swing low now if we're going to go long because of this 2-minute order block here. But like I said, it's not A+ to me, so I want to stay on the sidelines here. Just tape reading this here today. It's also NFP week, so I want to be aware of that. But at the same time, even if it is an NFP week and there's a good setup, I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. Because who's to say this just can't consolidate here? Pull back down. You know, like, it's possible. So I'm gonna stay on the sidelines. We inverse this 5 minute though, that would be good. 50 seconds left in the 5 minute. Doesn't look like we're gonna inverse it. Honestly, it looks like we're gonna sell down. Let's see. See, that's exactly why I didn't take that shit right there. Came right back down below that low. I said it should not be broken, but now we're in the fair value gap. Just waiting on another opportunity. Let's see what happens within here. Does it reject this order block and go long, or does it inverse this order block, consolidate more, maybe take out this internal low, create an inversion after a consolidation, and then rip higher? Because we got 10:30 in a little bit. 10:30 macro. So we just inverse this 30-second here, and then we trade it down. We can come back up and inverse this one and go long if that's possible, but what are we getting on here on YM, baby? Let's see. Yeah, see this 15 minute? We opened up, we traded higher, we're already closed bearish, now we're pulling back. And there's 4 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. So I want to observe this. Rejecting the 5 minute fair value gap still. Bearish SMT at the highs. We were already selling off this morning, and we came back up into this 5 minute fair value gap. There we go. Notice how here on YM we came back up, tapped this fair value gap here, but we didn't on NQ, and we started moving lower. I want to see if we're going to reject this 5 second fair value gap and keep trading lower. Well, we're in this order block here. We just hit relative equal lows down here on this. Honestly, we don't need to go down below that low. If this gives us a nice reaction, this could go bullish from this order block. I'm just looking at ETH real quick. Lower low, higher low. Look to inverse this 5 minute. If we inverse that 5 minute, we're probably going to go long up at these highs. So we just inverse that 2 minute with SMT. We haven't hit any of these lows yet. Yeah, dude, that's a long ways though. I'm just not liking this 5-minute time frame. It's not clear to me. You know, I'm gonna... Where are we on the higher time frame? Basically, we're trading up, pulling back down below this low. We're rejecting this. Now it's trying to decide, does it want to continue down lower to these lows? Or does it not want to? Like, where's the draw on liquidity? I mean, I could say up within here. Is it 50-50 or is it one-sided, you know? I mean, we just took out this 15-minute low here on YM. Is this a significant point with YM? Oh, yes, it is. It's about 50%, I believe. Yeah, it's 50% of its opening range today. And we haven't hit these equal highs yet. So, we'll see, baby. See what she wants to do. I don't want to take a trade just because of the inversion. You know? Just inverse this 30-second here. Or retesting it. Does that want to send us back down lower now towards these relative equal lows? It's possible. This was made the lower low here. I mean, 10:30 opened. We already traded down at 10:30. Did we hit a 10:30 low here? No, we did not. Wonder if that's gonna hit the low there or not. I was gonna say if we break this, because we just didn't hit that low there. So hit this high, came down. We didn't get another manipulation leg, but we did over here. There's 2 manipulation legs here, which is good. I'm just not a fan. Swap this low. Yeah, I gotta wait for some high probability. This is just lame, dude. Got this 30-second inversion there. They're probably going to close up above, but we're taking this liquidity there. What conditions are in? I mean, it's kind of choppy. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back down into this area again. We're rejecting that 30-second there. I'm already bullish. Expecting this bullish high to be met, but... I'd say something like this. That's 28 points, though. That's pretty fat. So 2020 from right here. I guess you could say that low. We're going to play off this inverse probably. We got this order block here. SMT at this low. We're probably going to hit this high. Okay, we just hit the high. Beautiful. I'll hit the next high here. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. Oh shit, we did add an NWOG up here. So I don't want to be discouraged now. I want to wait. We just inverse is 5 minute. Just because I didn't catch that one doesn't mean I can't catch the next one. Like, this is what like a lot of people don't understand. Like, we're already bullish as F, so I want to take advantage of a situation if it keeps presenting opportunities. I'm not just gonna look away now and be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna stay here, and I'm gonna see if there's another setup that I like. So this would now be a 5 minute inversion that we had. So we pair this up with this order block. Okay. Give me 1 second. Alright. I'm back. So we tapped into this fair value gap here. Oh wait, no we didn't. We didn't tap that yet. So this is what I'm watching now. Is if we watch this breaker. Okay. I want to watch this breaker now. To see if we can go long from here somewhere. We're tapped into this fair value gap now. I'm not taking this. I'm just going to observe it. I need to see a reaction off this to really give me something clear. Are we getting SMT is the real question. We just inverse this 1 minute now. We tapped into this 2 minute for value gap. We didn't hear yet, which is a good sign. I mean, I'm looking for a buy in here. I want to see a nice accumulation within this range now. That's pretty decent. There we go. That's a nice 2 minute reaction there. I'll take one position on this. I think we go back above the session highs here. So that would be, let's say 80 points. This would be a pretty hefty loss if it does hit this, but just one contract. Just one contract. If you can't take a loss, you can't trade. You know what I'm saying? Been waiting on this buy. I know this is a better opportunity here based on that inversion, but had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that 3-minute closure anymore. I mean, I'm just gonna let the market gods do what it has to do at this point. I'm not gonna try to micromanage this shit. I'd like to see this break or hold, but I don't know. This 5 minutes not going to close the nicest. 9 minute looks alright. Do we have an NWOG? Don't we have an NWOG over here? I think we do. Oh, we're back down below the NWOG. Son of a gun. We want to get back up above the NWOG if we're going to keep going long here. New 5 minute opened. I wonder what she wants to do. We just made a lower low there. I'm not trying to micromanage it though. I'd want to see it get back up above this area and keep going long. Just made a lower low here. I just don't like how that 5 minute close there. You know? Yeah, still didn't hit that low there. Just tap that low. You literally hit it and then you just don't go. Fuck you doing? Oh, come on. Part of me just wants to close this thing, just leave it as it is. It'll be like a $500 loss if it hits stop loss here. Don't really care, but we'll see. I mean, that 5 minute inversion was nice when I took the trade. See what happens within this now. Oh, 5 minute inverse that. Ethereum just nice and just rips up. Oh man, we just left all these short-term highs. So they smoked the low on all of these, and now we're just pulling back. Dude, I don't like this shit anymore. Now we're smoking the high here, but we're not over here. And we're still below the NWOG. This isn't my trading plan. I'm closing this shit. I'm going to do it. I'll take another trade in the macro if there's another setup. I just need to wait this one out. I gotta stick to my rules here. If it goes higher, so be it. NASDAQ can suck it, honestly. I'm sticking to my rules. Because sometimes that macro likes to play out right after 10 o'clock to rip up, but I know we're rejecting this area still. Honestly, I wouldn't... Yeah, we just closed this 1 minute inverse too. I wouldn't mind seeing this trade lower, but we'll see. Because we're just playing in this end walk here. Yeah, only a $169 loss. I risked 500 on that, so that wasn't that bad. So I'll take... what can I get drawn on to? Yeah, so I can risk another 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can risk $800 on this one. Yeah, I'll risk if there's an A+ setup, if it looks good, I'll take it a little bit, you know? We got 5 minutes till the macro. So I'm not taking anything until the macro starts. There she is. Bro, this is such shitty ass price action, man. I'm glad I closed that shit though. This is garbage. Next 5 minutes about to close pretty bullish again, probably. Macro, we got 3 minutes left in this macro. Bullish order flow, baby. The 9-minute rejection block down here and traded higher. 30 seconds left in this 9 minute. Looking good for longs, honestly. Nine-minute looking good. None of them hit that high, and we're pulling back down into this fair value gap here. I would say this low needs to be intact with this fair value gap now. So look at that 9-minute closure. We're pulling back down into the NWOG, just like that. So I'm going to take risk on this one. I'm taking this buy. I don't think we should come back down below here. I'm only taking one contract because it's a little more than 20 points. So I'd say below here. There's be a sell stop down there. Like I said, if we close back up above that end log, I'm taking it. But I want to see all three of these now. How did they just play this game? So this came here. We're coming up above. I don't think we should break this low now. I moved my stop to break even. Or not break even, right down below this swing low. Which is only 6 points. But I'm looking to get up to... I'll be happy with just 60 points. And it's not even about being happy. It's about just observing this price action here. A little iffy around here. Entered it. I mean, based on, I guess you could say this rejection here. Let's see where this is. Yeah, entered it based on this rejection. Started to pull back. And then I was like, you know what, I'm closing it. Closed it. Small loss. But then we broke up above the NWOG, and I said, I'm going to take this. If we could break up above the NWOG, you can go and rewatch the film. Nice little order flow tap entry there after breaking market structure. We had an order block here in case it did want to come back down to this order block. I know we're now hitting this high. We're tapping this order block. I mean this fair value gap here again. We're hitting this low. We should just keep continuing up on through in this area. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So I'm going to record. I'm actually going to record this. So we just took this buy right here within this range. We traded back down. I was looking for buys within here. Nothing was really A+ to me. I was looking at this 2-minute fair value gap fill. We had bullish SMT at the wicks, but I didn't take that trade there either. It just wasn't that clear to me. I thought we could get more manipulation. We pulled back down and used this order block. I thought we could go short possibly within here, but it still wasn't A+ to me, so I did not take that trade. We ended up shifting higher, taking out the swing high. We pulled back down into this fair value gap, and I thought it was a good idea to enter this trade based on this fair value gap that's over here. So I entered the trade here, and then it just started consolidating. And I'm not perfect. I don't like it when it consolidates. I like it when it just starts leaving like right away, kind of like the entry I just had right here to go up to this high within this area. But when we started to consolidate in this area, where is it? Where is it? That's ETH. What the hell am I doing? All right, we started to consolidate here, and we all made lower lows here, and it just like wasn't giving me what I liked. And then we inverted this 1 minute here, so I ended up closing like right before the inversion. I was like, I'm gonna wait for more information. I said I'm gonna close it pretty close to break even. It was a small loss here, so it wasn't that big. And then I said if we break up above the new week opening gap, which is this blue box you see right here, we broke up above it. I said I was going to re-enter here. You can go back and watch the live stream. So I took the trade right there, and we ended up moving higher. And this is not financial advice. This is just me trading and recording my trades and looking for a price to move higher here to pass this. This isn't Apex. This is a Top Step account. But yeah, I'm going to move this down to break even. We'll see if this hits take profit or not. And we'll go from there. Not financial advice. This is just a lot of fun. Peace out. Alright, that was just a quick recording. That wasn't a live stream. I'm live streaming, but it was just a recording from the live stream. I'm about to go get some more coffee when I wait on this one. We'll see if she goes higher or if she pulls back. I don't know, bud. Nine minutes looking girthy. I'll just let this trade play out. We'll see how it does. Go to the 5 minute here. Get the overall view. We got this one. many is this? 30. So it's another 4, 5, 500. So it'd be a rack. It'd be a rack on this one. We're probably gonna hit this opening range from yesterday. I'd want to see this gap left open. Right there. I'd want to see this one. This one can play in a few little times. Can go above it, come back down in. But I'd want to see this gap left open. Consider that the breakaway gap, you know what I'm saying? So 90 points. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80. 4. That'd be a nice $1,800 win there. If we hit that. I think it's very possible. We're back. Going to refill my coffee. Alright, I'm back here, but I'm going to do some recording of this trade. It's based on a little bit of the emotions and how this has played out. But yeah. I think we can get at this rejection block in the 1 hour. With the new 1 hour open here. So we're gonna poke this high here on YM. So we open that 1 hour, barely any wick here, and we're already ripping. We're about $1,000 in profit now. Excuse me. Choking on my own coffee. Which is, do I just wait? Probably get another 400 out of this. We're in this fair value gap now. We're hitting this high. We're just about to hit this high here on ES. I'm closing out right there. Boom. Nice trade. It's probably going to go higher, but I'm not trying to be greedy here. Nice little move. Based on the stop from earlier, and then, I mean, basically the break even, but 960 in profit just on this trade here today. Not a bad move. Not a bad move. Nice little win. Probably going to go higher, but like I said, here's the -1 standard deviation from the stop run. Shouldn't break back down below here. We use this fair value gap to trail, but not bad. Two-minute close, very bullish. It's nice. Watch this 1 minute for value gap now. Right here. Might go long right from here now. Really pay attention to this. Paired with that breaker. Bullish SMT. Volume imbalance right here on ES. Tap down into that. But yeah, that's why I closed that trade there, because we hit this high here, mid lower high here. Now we're inversing that 1 minute there too. See if it wants to rip down to these lows or not. I don't know. All right, guys, but I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna do my recording now into my journal, and then I'm gonna hop off. Take it easy. I love you all. Not financial.